there is a brand new Spotlight magazine out from the Grand Theatre, which means we get to explore its pages and what's going to be on stage at the theatre over the next few months. Scott Bird from the Grand is here with me in the Grand. I mean, we've nipped along to come and explore and get excited about all the stuff that's happening here, including seeing a get-in for a show that's opening very soon.
Yeah, it's the summer is well and truly over.
Oh, don't say that. I'm still dressed for summer, as are you.
But here at the Grand, the autumn season, I think, is the most exciting time of year, because that's when all the shows start up again. Like you say, we've just got a get-in at the moment for Cinderella, which is a brand new Desi pantomime. And of course, it also means that there's a brand new brochure on the shelves, and we just got these out of the box, didn't we, in the dress circle, and there's only about 4 issues left.
It's going well.
4 copies left, so we need to put some more out.
It'll be replenishing. But I mean, it is very festive. I mean, it always looks suitably sparkly, but with Danny Beard festooned across the front cover, the shiny silver lettering, that says Panto all over, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's really special, this cover. I love Danny's look. It's the first time we've gone silver foiling on the front. Like you say, it's very sparkly, it's very festive. It's fabulous.
Ahead of an amazing season. But before we get to the Christmas Panto, there's plenty to see and do in the interim. So what have you got on the way, sir?
Of course, well, there's a welcome, first of all, from our senior leadership team. So Karen, our newly appointed chief executive.
Is this her first spotlight?
It's her first spotlight.
Well, there you go.
It is, yeah. So, it is Karen's first, but all of the senior leadership team are in the spotlight, really, and this is a welcome from all of them.
Yeah, you can spot Ian on the end, looking incredibly tall compared to everybody else.
But so everybody's in there with their job titles, and so you get to know you can find out who's who and what everyone does in the theatre. So that's a nice little welcome from the team there. I'm just going to flick through the first couple of pages because it's. About how you can insure your tickets. And,
that's the housekeeping.
Download the app. Yeah. But the first show, of course, is the very get-in that you were just talking about.
It is.
That we've seen, which is Cinderella, which is our South Asian-inspired pantomime. Mm-hmm. So it's a Bollywood pantomime, South Asian-inspired, lots of kind of Bollywood dance, sparkly costumes with fabric that's been flown in from India.
Excellent.
It's a fusion of styles, this.
And I think it's another exciting thing from the people who bought you Frankie Goes to Bollywood. And the look in parts of that show was amazing. The energy there was, part of the magic. And, you've got this turned into Panto, and they're just going to excel, aren't they?
Yeah. I mean, we're really pleased to have teamed up with Rivco for this. Of course, we had Frankie Goes to Bollywood last year, and that was a co-production that they did with Watford Palace Theatre. But now this has also got some involvement from Watford Palace. But we are we're the proud sort of co-creators of this.
So this is going to put a big grand sparkle on top of everything.
It's like you say, they're doing the get-in now. It's currently being built here in Wolverhampton. The company have been rehearsing in London, but moved to Wolverhampton this week to put it on stage, and it opens here, and they'll then go on a mini tour up until kind of the end of November. But it all starts here, and tickets are few and far between now. But if you can get to us between the 23rd and 27th of September, it'll be fun.
Worth a check out. Okay. Next up,
I should say actually that's an interview there with Amit.
Okay.
Chana, who is the director.
Great.
Which is a fabulous read. We've got some one-nighters,
including Tim Peake. I like the fact you got astronaut Tim Peake coming on.
Yeah,
I saw that and thought I need to get to that one.
I mean, even on just these 2 pages here, there's everything from James Bond to astronauts to Nina Simone, magic, comedy, comedy from Jack D, Elvis World Tour. Before we get to Cirque Awards, ID Reloaded.
Now this again, something special and magical. The sort of thing that the Grand can host so well.
Yes. Now this is another show from Dance Consortium. So if people are aware, we're a member of Dance Consortium, which is a consortium of 13, I think now, theatres in the UK who are there really to find and showcase the best of world dance in the UK.
Yeah, championing some amazing dancers from across the globe.
Yeah.
Working together and putting shows on across the country means that the cost of getting these people to the UK is shared, and you can then bring in huge numbers of dancers, which bring the stage to life.
Yeah, and some of these companies have never performed in the UK before. Some of them, it's been a long time since they were here. Cirque was, I think was probably about 10, 12 years ago, I think was the last time they performed in the UK. And they had a show called ID. And it was circus skills, it was all kinds of dance combined with bikes and aerial ropes and all the rest of it. And now this is a refreshed kind of take on a show that's probably conceived about 10 years ago. And yeah, this is ID Reloaded now for a new age. But yeah, there's a video on our website and YouTube, and just to see it, it's quite, you know, like when people go on Britain's Got Talent or whatever and kind of do those ridiculous balancing acts and all that kind of thing, it's gravity defying.
It has it all.
Yeah, and that's on the 3rd and 4th of October. There's an interview there with Jean Panto, who is their artistic director.
So that's going to be worth a look too.
Yeah, then we go on to Friends, the musical parody.
I had a chat with Monica. She
Yes.
is brilliant fun, and the cast are so looking forward to it. And if you've seen this before, it's been sort of reworked and tightened, and it's made into a even more exciting show.
Yeah, so this show, sort of, I think we had the musical probably about 3 or 4 years
It's
ago.
a little while back.
Maybe longer than that.
Yeah.
We had it for one night and it sold out pretty much immediately, and everyone loved it. And now they've gone away, worked on the show, and turned it into something even bigger. And now it's selling in theatres for weeks. Some theatres have had it for 2 or 3.
But Friends is so loved, though, isn't it?
Of course, and loved it too. Is Alicia, who's from Wolverhampton, grew up here, and I think in some of the local amateur groups, kind of, you know, that's where she found her feet on stage, and now she's gone away to be a professional performer and is making her professional grand theatre debut, I think. Yeah, she's not been here with the show before, so not since she was a kid, I don't think so.
But music, smiles, and the parody of the cast of Friends.
Yeah, and you would think, looking at this picture of her, that she would play Phoebe, and that's where she went. She went into audition to be Phoebe, as I'm sure she told you in the interview.
Yeah,
and, they stuck a brown wig on her, and actually she is Monica.
Yeah, and she's fantastic.
She's fantastic. So yeah, that is from the 13th to the 18th of October. So
and that's just moments away as well, isn't it?
It is, yeah. Then some of our accessible work from our creative and community engagement department there.
You sit down, read all of that, grab your copy of
Spotlight.
Spotlight.
Cafe tours there with Sophianne, and there's some words from Nadia, who heads up that department. So make sure you read that, and then some things from our sponsors and our partners before we get on to Bilston Operatic Company really, with Priscilla, Queen of the Desert.
It's an amazing show, and we know that Bilston are really going to do their thing with this. And it's all about the bus very often, isn't it? And they've got a quality bus for this.
Yeah, so I believe. Yeah, and I mean, if you look at the costumes on here, or if you look at it online, you can see that they're very good quality costumes, just as fabulous as the professional.
But they always do that, though. Yeah. West Brom, Bilston, all of the theatre groups who come to the Grand, they bring you a show which sits at the same quality as the theatre.
Yeah, and you can see that from the 22nd to the 26th of October.
Now, this one, I was very excited when I got my press invite for this, because this is, again, the work of C.S. Lewis, but a West End show straight to the stage at the Grand.
Yes, yeah, we're really excited to have this. It's been around for a little bit in the West End, and I think it did a Christmas season at the Rep a few years ago in Birmingham, and people loved it. And finally, it's made its way to Wolverhampton. It is The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe. And if you've seen Warhorse, the style of puppetry for Aslan, the lion, is very similar to Joey in Warhorse. And it is the producer, Chris Harper, is known for his work in the West End and on Broadway. He did Company, that revival of Company with Patti LuPone, the West End and Broadway production of that, and also Death of a Salesman, Sharon D. Clarke, Wendell Pierce on Broadway. That's him. So this is his creation.
But this is going to be something which has meaning for the whole family.
Yeah, it really is. I was lucky enough to go and see this a couple of months ago in Leicester, and just the stagecraft. It's beautiful, the way that the puppetry, the costumes, the creativeness in this is stunning. And actually, I think we've got it at the perfect time.
Yeah.
Because, of course, in the story, it's kind of autumn going into winter, and when we have this later in October, it'll be the perfect kind of time.
Absolutely. That's going to work absolutely perfectly.
Yeah. The 28th of October is the 1st of November, that, before Josh Widdicombe and Danny Robbins come. A bit of comedy, a bit of podcast.
And but again, it's the right sort of venue for all of that as well. I mean, just being able to speak in the round. There's some of the shows I saw last year, but particularly when the likes of Jasper Carrott was down here. It just works so well with the way the Grand's set out.
Yeah. Also, what will work really well is Des Coleman, the weatherman from my team. Singing weatherman.
I've got to catch up with the team again on that, and Des is due to be having a natter with me because that one I've been talking to his big band colleagues, and it's going to be an absolutely brilliant show, isn't it?
Yeah, we're really excited for this. We've been working with Des to kind of package up the show. This is a fresh new look for the show on the 6th of November, and we kind of invite people to sort of come, dress up, get in the mood in the kind of that kind of age of Art Deco style and glam. And
so you're either on a cruise ship in the 1920s or possibly just it's a speaking type bar, that sort of thing.
That kind of vibe. So of course you don't have to, but if you want to, get in the mood, that'd be great. But then
dig out the spats.
Yeah. There's lots more one night shows here, 2 Pints podcast, 80s Live.
Yeah, Will was very excited about that when I spoke to him last year, and he was very keen to be coming to Wolverhampton, so that's all good.
Good. Before we get into Panto, there's one more show. It's Elf.
Again, perfectly placed.
Yes. Yeah, Elf the musical is going to be fun, starring Jordan Conway from the 11th to 16th of November. So, you've seen the film.
You're of the age where you appreciated the film first time round, I'm going to guess, aren't you?
Yeah, just about,
So brilliant stuff there.
Yeah. And then, of course, it is Panto time from the 29th of November, and here are our cast, which we finally announced.
Yes, the best kept secret, I think, for a good while, and again, amazing lineup. And I'm going to start off with the lads from Wolverhampton, because they are just so talented, homegrown talent, but national talents. In fact, international talent.
Yeah, well, that's the thing, I think, because with Panto, the very best pantos are the pantos that are created for the cities that they're in. And that's what we strive to do here at Wolverhampton, is sort of create a panto that is bespoke for the people of Wolverhampton, and if we can, starring the people of Wolverhampton. It's such a homegrown product, it makes total sense to have homegrown talent in it. And when that homegrown talent is already out there filming all over the world,
on TV,
on the stages of the West End, those are the people that you want in there. So to have Zach Douglas and Solomon Davey in the Panto is a thrill. And of course, Solomon was here in Hairspray earlier this year, and was very popular, and he's very talented. It's annoying.
Yeah, I hate him.
But we love him.
He's a lovely fella as well.
Yeah,
that's the bit.
He's great.
And Zach, we know well at the Grand.
Zach is off filming all year round. With Gwed, and he's filming that again just before Panto, I think, and The Good Ship Murder, and Vera, and Larkin, and Lockerbie. The list goes on. And when he's not filming, because he loves the theatre so much, he comes back and works here front of house. So of course you might have seen Zach's face front of house as one of our front of house managers in between all of his filming. And this year he'll be back on the other side of the curtain. So
which is brilliant. We're alongside Danny Beard, and there's of course Ian, and it's going to be just fantastic as well, isn't it?
Oh yeah, I mean, just look at Danny. The costumes are going to be sensational.
Out of this world.
And of course Danny is the cover star too. But then of course up here we've also got Deborah Stevenson, who Coronation Street, Bad Girls, and of course lent her voice to many an episode of Spitting Image. So we're thrilled to have Deborah on board. She's already been, when she came in for a photo shoot, she was already slipping into so many impressions of Cilla Black, and who else did she do? The Queen. She does a good Donald Trump.
Okay.
So who knows who might also be in the Panto. I mean, this is celebrity lineup through Deborah.
This is going to be awesome.
The most eclectic and well-known celebrity lineup ever, I think.
And Georgia in there as well.
And Georgia, of course, who was in Bat Out of Hell earlier this year. And she's got an incredible voice, and will be a fantastic princess. So.
And I love the fact that these people will be there. The voices you've got on that stage are going to just resonate.
Oh yeah, I mean it's a pantomime, but it'll be kind of full West End.
The Grand knows how to do that sort of thing.
These people can sing.
Yeah.
So it's. I think pantomime gets a bad rap, doesn't it? People think it's kind of a bit. A bit thrown together, but
and sometimes it has to look that way, even though it isn't. So,
but really, it takes incredible talent to make it to the stage. And if anybody is familiar with the Grand Theatre Panto, I think how much work goes into it.
Absolutely.
The set is currently being built brand new. I got to see some pictures yesterday. It looks sensational.
Okay.
Glitter is the word.
Right, I'll be checking your phone there for the pictures in a bit.
So yes, but
the opportunity to talk to these stars as well. So we'll read these interviews.
It's full of interviews. There's an interview with Danny there, and then of course on the other page is an interview with Solomon, Zach, and Deborah. So there's plenty to be reading there on the Panto. Spotlight podcast, which is our little podcast that we do, and some stuff on South Asian Heritage Month, which we celebrated this year, the first time ever really that there were official celebrations I was about to say just in Wolverhampton, but in the Midlands in general. I think there's quite a big celebration up in Manchester, but it's kind of moving south, and we were very proud to be the Midlands representatives of South Asian Heritage Month. So that's just a little bit of recap on the July-August events there.
And look towards what can be done next year to make it even bigger and better.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, we're definitely celebrating it again next year, but not before we've had visits from Northern Live, Coldplay tribute, Sky Full of Stars, Frankie's Guys, Harry Redknapp is back.
Yeah.
So lots of one night.
And it's always worth checking the website for one night shows as well, because they get added in periodically.
They do, yeah. So there will still be some make their way in. The Queens are back, who of course
always popular
and helped to celebrate Wolverhampton Pride last year. Legend of Bob Marley, Omid Jalili. So comedy, music, some general pictures of us and what we've been getting up to
lots of social stuff
on press nights, which is always nice to kind of see behind the scenes and behind the curtain. Beverly Knight there with her seat plaque that she was presented with, and some pictures from Pride, some pictures from South Asian Heritage Month, and some curtain calls along the way, and Speak Up, our project with the National Theatre. Yeah. Before 2 weeks.
2 weeks is unusual, isn't it?
Yeah, especially for a play.
Yeah.
But I think it's testament to the power of these sitcoms of the 70s, 80s and 90s that have kind of, found their home on stage. And of course we had Only Fools and Horses last year, which did incredibly well.
And I think it's the charm of these things, isn't it? And whilst the shows themselves are of their time and in their time, the comedy that's in there can come forward, and it is timeless in itself, isn't it?
Yeah. And again, I was very lucky to go and see this in the West End, which is where this comes from directly. And as we speak, the show is celebrating 50 years since it first aired.
Yeah.
So this is kind of a 50th anniversary tour.
The scary bit is it's before you were born, but I was 3 when it first went on telly. But there we go.
So this month actually is the anniversry. So it's a real.
But lots of Paul Nicholas in there, who was doing loads of other great comedy at that time, and weirdly he's an older fella now. I can't quite work that out myself. He was always so young on TV.
And he's there as the major, and was in it in the West End as well, and he's fab. And then new for the tour is Joanne Clifton as Polly, who of course is Strictly Pro champion, who's been here a few times, got her own seat plaque as well.
Absolutely.
So it'd be nice to see Joanne back, and that is from the 10th to 21st of February.
So it's going to be a good start to the new year. Now I have to be. When my copy of Spotlight fell onto the doormat, I spotted the cover star, and Sophianne is a phenomenal singer. Yes. Our mutual friend Carl McGregor told me how wonderful she was, and I didn't believe it till I heard her, and she is just wonderful.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Sophie is such a talented vocalist, and she's a friend of the Grand, and I'm sure that people who often come here to the Grand would have seen Sophie in either the Panto or, like you say, some of the music shows she's done here, or even the Memory Cafe that she performs at with for our patrons with living with dementia. But this is Sophie's kind of own project now. She's fully in the spotlight. And you might have seen her gigging at various places, supporting various artists. I think she does some sets at Albert Schloss, but now she's back at the Grand, but up front and centre with her band, and she's mixing the old school and the new flavours, which is where the title of the show, Flavour, comes from.
Working well.
And it's club classics, and it's 80s, 90s, 2000s, right up to present day, really. Soul, club, house classics. So yeah, it's gonna be.
You mean just an amazing night of entertainment with a truly phenomenal singer, don't you?
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, full of flavour.
Yeah, full of flavour on 7th of March.
Well, it's worth doing.
So yeah, that's that. before Christmas Causland returns.
I don't think he did make, because his tour was all over the place in the end, wasn't it? Because it was strictly not last year, wasn't it?
Yes, it was last year, so we had to reschedule last year's date, which he did come and do and sold out, and we're already looking at pretty much on the way to a sellout with a new date as well.
That's understandable.
So yes, Chris McCausland is back on the 5th of March, if you missed him last year. Also selling really well on the 27th of February, in an evening with Nigel Owens, the rugby referee, so talking all about that. The rugby union on the 27th of February with a live Q&A. Around there is some great music in Seven Drunken Nights.
Now I've chatted with those guys as well, and they really love their music, don't they?
Yeah, they do. So that's going to be fun on the 8th of March. And Tap Factory, a bit like Stomp, if you're familiar with the West End show Stomp. It's tap shoes, it's drums, it's all kinds of acoustic kind of beats and rhythms.
Because it's that in itself. You're not sure what you're going to see until you see it. And I think the way that it all comes to life, and you can't believe the moves that these people are making on
it
stage.
kind of doesn't make sense on paper. There's no way you can kind of portray what you're going to see, but then when you do see it, it's one of those that you kind of think, I need to go again. So yes, and then the Nutcracker and Swan Lake from the Varna Ballet, some traditional ballet. Now
you've been swanning around with this. I haven't had invites to this yet, and lots of my friends are, where's my invite to some sort of preview of this? I want to talk it up.
March,
I know. Why are you making me wait till March?
I'm really excited about this one because, of course, Steps were my band when I was younger, but Here and Now, the Steps musical, premiered in Birmingham in November last year, and is now fully out on a UK tour, which opened in Manchester a couple of weeks ago, and is back in the Midlands, but here in Wolverhampton in March. And it's not like it's not a biographical musical of Steps. Think Mamma Mia.
Yeah,
it's got the music of Steps, but it's set in a seaside bargain store called Better Best Bargains, and it's full of the music of Steps, and it's full of the joy of Steps, the nostalgia of Steps, and
having been to see Steps live on stage at the NEC or whatever it's called this week, that music just enlivens and puts a spark into people of so many generations. I mean, for you, it was your band when you were growing up. I was playing the music and creating a party with it in various bars, clubs, and whatever else over the years, DJing. And it's a floor filler every time. And Steps obviously are still going strong, and they're fully behind the musical, and I think that's why it's so successful and getting great reviews and a real hit with the fans, because most kind of sort of 90s bands probably aren't really sort of seeing the at least the current success that Steps are seeing, and they're still here and their fans still love them. So we're really excited to have that and to see how they managed to fit 5, 6, 7, 8 into a musical, which I think they struggled with originally, but the way that they've put it in is really funny. It's not shoehorned. It's slotted in nicely.
It's worked into the story, and then totally different musical, I guess, the week after with Operation Mincemeat, which is currently taking the world by storm. I went to New York earlier this year, and the posters for Operation Mincemeat were all over Broadway.
Globetrotting.
And people were going, "Go and see Operation Mincemeat," and I was like, "No, because I can see it in Wolverhampton at home."
You're going to see the shows you couldn't see.
So obviously, to kind of have a show that is currently taking Broadway by storm here in Wolverhampton is really special. So
that's good. Something to look forward to.
Yes, that is the 17th to 21st of March. Before Ben Fogle talks about his adventures in the wild.
Now he's been working this show quite hard, and has just been getting such good praise for the sort of commentary he brings to the world.
Yeah, and of course, it says here from the wilderness of northern Sweden to the jungles of Honduras, environments of Chernobyl. I don't think there's any corner of the world that Ben has not explored.
You've probably seen him as you've been passing. You've been gallivanting across the globe.
So looking forward to that on the 22nd of March, 24th of March. That'll be the day is back, 40th anniversary show. Before a little bit of little bit more of a chill in the air.
Yes, the Signal. It's been a while since the Signal's been to the Grand, hasn't it? Because it's one of those shows which comes back because it is so well loved.
Yes.
And even if you've seen it historically, it's well worth coming back to the story, isn't it? Because it is the staging which will be slightly different, and that will get you.
Yeah. So we're looking forward to that. That is from the 26th to 28th of March. So it's a nice bit of drama. That is very welcome in the programme. Then, of course, some more one-night shows.
Henning Wendt, he's amazing.
Yeah.
So that'd be worth a look.
That's on the 29th of March. Brainiac Live, the Olivier Award winner for Best Family Show this year. So if you like your science or you just like blowing things up, you can come and see that. Billy Joel's songbook, Shoop Shoop Share collection.
Lots of brilliant
top
music.
Quality tribute acts there.
Yeah, and Steve Steinman does an amazing job as well.
Of course, The Eternal Love.
Yeah.
That's great there. Making Magical Moments with First Call, which is, of course, a youth membership for 8 to 15-year-olds. Get an adult to become the member, bring the kid, combine the two prices, and you get 2 tickets for a very reasonable price of one at some points. 2 tickets for £50 there for Cinderella, Fawlty Towers 2 tickets for £40. So
some
really
great
good,
value deals on that one.
Great value deals there.
Oh, now here's an exciting page or two. I not only got some big pants for a party, but you've got the Sensational 60s Experience, which will be wonderful. Yeah. Followed by the Rocky Horror Show.
Yes.
And how many years has it been on the road? It's not enough, whatever it is. But
no, I think the last tour was an anniversary tour, 40, 50.
So I think it might have been 50 last time.
Yeah, maybe. So we always have fun with the Rocky Horror Show, so we're looking forward to having that back.
We'll be expecting you to be dressed up
to the 18th of April.
You'll be Brad, won't you? You'll be Brad again, won't you?
I've got in the wardrobe, Jason.
Yeah, he can play Brad easily.
Then there's a page here talking about the impact report that we've just published with our Black, African and Caribbean ambassadors. That showcases some of the work that we've been doing together over the last 4 or 5 years to increase black audiences at the Grand, which I'm pleased to report has been hugely successful.
The Grand is for all our city, and so that's brilliant work.
Yes, yeah, and of course we also have our youth ambassadors and our South Asian ambassadors, and a lot more work as well to kind of make the audiences here at Wolverhampton as reflective of the diversity in our beautiful city. So really proud of that. And then from the 20th to the 25th of April, prior to West End, is the talented Mr Ripley.
And I like that prior to West End. That's you don't
get that very often. Really, that you can see it here in Wolverhampton before it goes on to the West End. It's usually direct from the West End. If you're familiar with the film, this is the kind of the first major stage adaptation.
I'm getting excited because we're getting close to the one page I'm really looking forward to at the moment.
Oh, okay.
And you know which one that is. It's not yet.
It's not yet.
This is all good. I'm not dissing what's on this page. But
Man in the Mirror Michael Jackson tribute. For the Fanilows, the Copacabana Barry Manilow tribute and West Bromwich Operatic Society are back.
They're going to absolutely rock Saturday Night Fever, aren't they?
Fever, yeah. I'm not sure whether they've started rehearsals yet, but it's going to be a great show. Simon Reeve is back, and Judy Love, more comedy there, and some operas from the Ellen Kent opera tour. Every
bit of the world of the arts covered, I think.
Yeah.
Now this is an exciting page.
Yeah.
Because at Trockadero, have they done the Grand before?
No.
I didn't think so. I thought this was a Grand Theatre debut.
It is a Grand Theatre debut. I remember seeing the Trocks probably about 12 years ago, I think, was the last time they were in the UK.
I was supposed to go and see them over in Birmingham because apparently there are theatres over there as well. And I had to work late. I had tickets and my boss made me stay at work.
No.
And I was devastated I didn't get to go and see the show. The work paying for the tickets there was no help whatsoever. The fact I couldn't go, broken hearted. However, the Grand's going to fix that.
Yeah, from the 15th and 16th of May next year. Now, if you're unfamiliar,
that's in my diary already.
Great. But if people are unfamiliar with the work of this, really what you get is an evening of top quality classical ballet on point, but all of the ballerinas are men. So
but they're so talented. I mean, it is just amazing
ballet.
to see. Yeah, but but even then, it's the ballet talent which shines through, isn't it? This is serious ballet.
Yeah,
it's just single gendered.
Yeah, but with huge comedy spins on it.
Yes.
But of course, the quality of the dance is second to none.
Yeah, that's what.
Yeah,
it's about all of it, isn't it?
Yeah. So that's a great night. I'm really looking forward to that. And again, that is another dance consortium show. So following on from Circle Was, Ballet BC, Sao Paulo Dance Company. That's what I love about dance consortium. It's so varied.
Yeah.
You know, you're not going to see this in Circle Was, but equally, you're not going to see. Well, I don't know. You might see them riding around on bikes. Who knows?
You know, yeah.
I think
They could catch us out with that one.
Yeah, but I think that I remember specifically the Dying Swan in Swan Lake is a particular highlight of that show. So, yes. Before we go on to 222, a ghost story cast still to be announced.
But coming back to the Grand, and everybody I spoke to who'd seen it last time were just absolutely blown away, and the twists and turns in the show, they were absolutely amazing.
And it's one of the, I think the thing is with these shows is you kind of see it once and then you go, well, I know the twist now, or I know what it's all about. But with this show, I think there's reason to come back again and again because there's always clues that you miss throughout it. I think you want to come and see again. Yeah. Go, I didn't pick up on that.
You want to look for the things that you should have seen. You want to look for the
things that you should have seen. So we won't say any more. No. But from the 18th to 23rd of May, that is back. Cast still to be announced. But it's always a fabulous cast that they pick for that. So. Then we move on to the work with Speak Up with the National Theatre, which has been a project that's kind of come to an end now, but has got a legacy programme that's going to be continuing into the future. That's with the National Theatre and our fabulous practitioners, Fran Richards, Caris Jackson and Tristan Jones-Smith. So
they're a good team.
Read up on that. Before we have some more
great comedy,
comedy just in live, Horrible Histories, which always goes down really well.
That's where you got all of your understanding of history from, isn't it?
Yes, my terrible Tudors and my old Egyptians. If they're not covered in Horrible Histories, I don't know. But but then we kind of said prior to West End for talented Mr Ripley, but then direct from the West End and Broadway really is Mean Girls the musical, which we're really looking forward to. That is from the 23rd to the 27th of June. And Barry White, some more musical tributes here. Barry White, Michael Jackson. Bluey is back.
You love Bluey as well.
Yeah, who doesn't? So Bluey's back from the 23rd to the 26th of July. Bluey's big play.
Yep.
Legally Blonde, we're really excited to see back at the Grand. It's been a while since this show's been here, but I love Legally Blonde. So yeah, very excited about that. And then get yourself some gift vouchers.
Oh, absolutely. Great Christmas present. If you don't know what to choose as far as shows go, that's the way to do it, isn't it?
Yeah. And then just some more information on dementia-friendly theatre, accessible theatre, and some of the partnerships here at the Grand.
And loads to read. That's the important part. You've got plenty to catch up on. I mean, obviously, the Grand is home to the arts in the city, and it's going to be well worth picking up your copy and seeing how many shows you can get to. But this helps you choose. It's almost like, you know, like kids with the Argos catalogue.
Yeah,
that's movie spotlight.
Get the pen out.
Yeah, circle it and then leave it casually lying around for your loved one to buy your tickets for.
Yeah.
Well, grandtheatre.co.uk is where you can find out all about any change to that. The magazine itself is what you want to pick up to read all the amazing interviews and see what's going on. And then, of course, you can call the box office 01902 429212. Have that debit card in hand and get your tickets booked for what will be another brilliant season of theatre. Scott, always good to catch up with you. Have a brilliant time enjoying the shows, and we'll talk more about some of these fantastic things, including the wonderful Panto in the not too distant future.
Yeah. See you soon, Jason. Thank you.